Shawnee Video and Comic Guru coming at you with a bit of movie news that I've seen come out lately. Just wanted to talk about real quick. First thing being is they dropped the first official picture of the Ghostbusters. Now this is with Kristen Wiig, Kate McKinnon, Melissa McCarthy, and Leslie Jones as the four main characters. Now I'm a little confused by this because they released this image a couple months ago. So I'm not sure maybe this is the first one from the studio? I don't know. But I am definitely looking forward to this film. People are up in arms that, there's going to be, they changed around now, there's women instead of guys. Who cares? As long as it's funny and it's a good story, that's what I care about. Now, there was at one point talking about doing a Ghostbusters with an all-female cast and then doing one with an all-male cast. I am glad they decided not to go with the all-male cast because it kind of puts a shadow over the one with, these ladies in it. I'm really curious to see how they do this. Is this going to be a connected universe, or are they going to have them separate and have it be its own story? There was rumors that the original cast would come in and make cameos. If you're not playing your original characters, don't do it at all. And the reason why I say that is because Chris Hemsworth is going to be in here, and he looks like he's going to be hilarious in it. Playing kind of the nerdy guy who is taking over kind of a receptionist role in that movie. So we'll have to see, what happens with that. But it would be funny if he turned out to be Victor, or was it Venkman's son, because Bill Murray and Sigourney Weaver both were saying they were going to come back into it, and it would be funny if they come back at the end of the film and that happens to be his parents. But that's just my thinking. That would be cool. But let me know what you guys think. Now, moving on. Next one is Warner Brothers has dropped a couple of posters for Batman v Superman. Now, earlier this morning they dropped what they call the Trinity poster, which is this one right here. That one I thought was really cool. Stereotypical of any poster. You have your character standing there, looking cool. But just before I started filming this, they dropped 3 new character posters. One of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. These look great. And I like the fact that each one has their own symbol given the date in which the movie's going to be released. Everyone gave it a lot of grief because they showed so much in the trailer. I don't think they showed everything. I don't think they blew their wad like everybody says they did. Now, granted, I really wish they hadn't shown Doomsday. I already gave my feelings on that in my last movie video. But I think there's still more to be seen. And I don't think that we've seen really what Lex Luthor's like. I think we've seen what he's like in front of the main characters, but I think behind the scenes he's going to be a much more ruthless character. Plus, he's not supposed to be the original Lex Luthor. He's supposed to be Lex Luthor's son. I don't understand some of the stuff that they do, why you need to change things like this, but hey, if it works and the film's good, I don't care. Now, moving on with some Guardians of the Galaxy news. Now, there's rumors that Kurt Russell is being eyed to play Star-Lord's dad, which, come on, man. You gotta have that in there. You gotta have Snake Plissken playing Star-Lord's dad. Let's hope he's gonna be taking his pork chop express to get there. That would be so great. Now, how many of you know what that is? Hit me in the comments, let me know what that is. But I think that would be an amazing thing if he was in that film. Now, next is topic is yesterday they dropped a Deadpool image of God, my brain's not working. Ryan Reynolds sitting on what looks to be a mock-up, maybe in a movie theater, of the Deadpool poster with him sitting in his lap. If this is what they're going to be doing over the next 12 days, I'd rather just wait till Christmas and get the trailer, because if you're just going to drop a picture here, a picture there, it's kind of pointless. Give me something worthwhile. But it was pretty funny, I guess. Now, a lot of trailers have dropped over the last week. Just due to health reasons, I haven't been able to do a bunch of reviews or reactions to them. You had Star Wars Beyond, or Star Trek Beyond. ID4 Resurgence have come out. Now I'm not a fan of either one of these. Not that I hate them. I definitely am curious about these. I'm a Star Trek fan. I really want to see this. I love Chris Hemsworth. I like Chris Pine as Kirk. I think he's fantastic. But my favorite character was Bones. I love the way that Carl Urban played Bones in that first film when he first meets Kirk on the ship and he's drunk off his ass talking about how his wife took everything from him. That was Bones. They kind of pushed him to the side in the second one, and it looks like he's going to have more of a role in this one. Hopefully that's going to be the case. But they also dropped that ID4 Resurgence trailer, and I mean, it looks good. There's like going to be a lot of action. Jeff Goldblum's back, which I think of all the people in the film, he had to come back. Judd Hirsch is back, and the man looks the same age. He doesn't age. Damn, he looks the same as he did 20 years ago. But I'm curious to see how they do Bill Pullman, because it looks like he's having some mental problems from when he had that psychic link with the alien from the first movie. And it seems like he's connected to him in a way that he now knows they're coming back. So I'm curious to see how they handle that. That was one thing I did really like. Liam Hemsworth walking in there kind of made me just cringe because the guy can't act. You know, the Hunger Games, Expendables 2, he was killed in 2 minutes. But, spoiler. But I'm curious, about this, and it looks like the character of Will Smith's kid now grows up, and he's a fighter pilot. And the same thing with Bill Pullman's daughter from the first one. It's like, she's going to be a fighter pilot. Yeah, alright, just connect everything together. And there's this whole scene of Vivica A. Fox running around, waving her arms around in the lab coat, so now she's a fucking scientist now. Hey, upgrade. Stripper in the first movie, scientist in the next. Yeah, sure, alright. I'm not sure what to think of this, but I am curious. Probably a little more curious about this one than I am on Star Trek, just because Star Trek, it seemed like it's just all action, and I like the fact that Star Trek was more sci-fi based. Yeah, they had their action, but it was more sci-fi. It wasn't always punching things. But we'll have to wait and see for the next trailer. Idris Elba supposedly was in the trailer, and I guess he was the guy, the alien, and all the makeup at close to the end of the trailer. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Now, with Marvel Studios dropped a picture of them on the set of Doctor Strange, supposedly inside Doctor Strange's inner sanctum. And I believe that is the case, because if you notice over here on what is your right, there's the image of the Eye of Agamotto. Well, not the Eye of Agamotto, but it's like it's a very familiar image to the Doctor Strange lore, mythology, if you will. So I definitely believe this is from the inside of it. I just can't wait for this. Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange was perfect casting. And I love the fact that through all the Comic-Cons, he kept saying, no, I'm not in. I don't have the time. My schedule just won't allow it. That way, when they did announce it, everyone was like, what? But you said... And it basically, like, we all want everything spoiled for us these days. I'm glad he lied. I'm glad he didn't tell us what was going on. And that when it was announced, we were all surprised, because it was kind of disappointing when we thought he wasn't going to get it. And then to find out he is going to play Doctor Strange was amazing. So this is going to be a huge, huge film, I'm sure. Marvel so far has done no wrong in their casting. The only film in the whole line I didn't like was Iron Man 2. And even that I did like. I just didn't love it. But moving on, give a happy birthday out to Kristen Ritter. She turned 34 today. So hey, happy birthday, many more. Love the Jessica Jones show. Hopefully that's going to get a second season. I think it will. But they haven't announced it yet. And now on to what I consider a huge, huge breaking news. And that is Hasbro has decided, I'm actually going to read my notes on this one, has decided to do a shared universe in the cinematic world with G.I. Joe, Mask, Visionaries, ROM, and the Micronauts. Some of them I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Visionaries? Are you really going to try and bring Visionaries? We did Jim and the Holograms, and we know what happened with that. Not good. But we'll have to see what happens with that. That could be something that would be turn out really well. Are they all going to have their own movies, and then they're going to have one big movie? It's too early to say. It may just fall apart. But I am very happy to hear about the Micronauts and ROM, both of which are Marvel characters. Marvel properties, I should say. Now, on to TV news. The Flash they introduced Wally West in the last episode, which was their fall finale. And I'm curious as what's going to happen with him. Is he going to become Wally or Kid Flash in this? I actually hope not. I hope for the rest of the season they don't put him in, give him any powers. I hope he actually just gets his character developed. Because, let's face it, we just got introduced to him. To give him powers right now would kind of just almost be doing an Arrow, which is just throwing everybody in there at once. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Arrow. Speaking of Arrow, well, I guess I should say, speaking of Flash and Arrow, Robbie Amell, who played Firestorm, is rumored to be coming back onto Flash. Now, Robbie Amell is the cousin of Stephen Amell, who is who plays Arrow. And Arrow, Flash, and Firestorm have crossed over together, and they've all been on the same show together. And okay, my brain just hurts just thinking about it, but he's coming back. Now, is he going to be in Earth 2 Firestorm? Because I think he's dead. I think they killed him off. Because he's supposed to be going and doing movies or TV shows. I hope he's coming back, because I actually did like him, and it's kind of a waste to have him seen so few times, maybe like 4 or 5 times, as Firestorm, just to push him aside. So I hope he does come back. And maybe they might do something where they did in the comics where, you know, it could be different Firestorms in there. So who knows? Curious to see what you guys think on that one. I hope they don't use this crappy ass costume that they designed in the New 52, that silver one. It's a horribly designed costume. Now, someone did go on online and create a recolored version of it where it has more traditional gold and red colors, which I think looks pretty good. I can't put that up here because I don't have any rights to it. This is someone else's property. But definitely go on Google and just type in Wally West Kid Flash New 52. And you should see it. It's actually 3 images connected. Someone just photoshopped 3 images together. It's all the same one, each one different, colored differently. And the third one, which is version 2, I guess, is the best looking one that looks like Wally West. And finally, Star Wars The Force Awakens opens this week. The premiere has already come out. I'm avoiding any news on it. Unfortunately, I don't have the money to go see it this week, so I will have to wait. So I'm going to have to be like a hermit and not let anyone tell me anything about it. But I am so psyched for this film. Hopefully, within another week or so, I'll be able to see it. And when I do, I will definitely give a non-spoiler review and then do a spoiler review probably a month after it's out. I know a lot of people will probably be stupid and do spoiler filled reviews. If that's the case, bite me. But I am so psyched for this film. Hopefully you guys are too. What's your favorite Star Wars film out of all of them? And I don't think anyone's going to say one of the prequels. Most likely it's going to be Empire Strikes Back, but that's definitely mine. But that's it, guys. That's a quick update. Less than 15 minutes. Give you all the news out there. Hopefully you guys liked it. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up here on YouTube. Give me a like here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, here at Picture Book Drama, it is everything in entertainment. I am your host, Sean, your video and comic guru. See you guys next time. Peace. Hey guys, as usual, while I'm editing this video, which is taking forever, finding all the material I need for it, they finally did drop what today's Deadpool would be, which is this right here. Not very long, not much at all, but hey, it is what it is. But wanted to make sure I added that to it, so see you guys later. Peace.